what, 3 people that have ever held the Mr. Olympia, Mr. America, and Mr. Universe
That's
title
correct.
all at once.
That's right.
He brought a lot of, how would you say it, joy with his smile and his personality and with his charisma and also with his friendship with people and the way he was one of the first of the great posers. He had a fabulous development that very few people had.
I didn't start out big at all. I was kind of a scrawny little kid. I hated it. Matter of fact, here's a picture of me when I was in the 7th grade. You could count my ribs right through my pecs. And I wanted to be looked up to, admired, loved, appreciated, and I wasn't. I was skinny. And then one day, something happened that changed my life. I went to the dumps. Here they call it the barn, because you're not supposed to call it the dumps. It was the dumps. And then I found this muscle magazine, and I had a picture of a bodybuilder, and he was flexing his tricep, like this. And underneath it says, you too can have an arm like this in 30 days. Oh, look at that guy. I took that magazine home and I got some old wood off of our wood pile in the backyard and I leaned it up against our root saw and I started doing those funny exercises that was in that magazine. And I started to get a pump and I started growing. I got a little bit bigger. It was great because I felt myself getting bigger. Matter of fact, I remember I graduated, my arm was 12 and a half.
There was no one like Larry Scott. When he came on, the whole place just came alive. He was spectacular. He was like the all-American boy.
He was very influential on me in my bodybuilding. I chased this guy. I'm telling you, he never worked out with anybody, and I followed him for 2 or 3 months. Larry, come on, let me work out with you. Well, I work out pretty fast, and it's hard to work out with anybody. Finally, one day I went in and I was waiting, and he said, "Okay, let's try it." And boy, we did it. We did it for a few months, and then I went to Italy and I started doing the Hercules pictures. But I got all pumped up from working out with him.
But I did Muscle Beach Party with you, one of the bodybuilders.
How are you, pal?
It was good working with you. You're a good man.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
One of the best of all time during his time.
Up until 1964, a person, when he won a Mr. America or a Mr. Universe title, they were unable to compete anymore. They can just win the title once and no more. And it dawned on me that maybe I should run a contest that were all the great champions, because they couldn't compete in any other event anymore to repeat the win. I should create a title, and where only the top winners who've exhausted the Mr. America and Mr. Universe wins, so they cannot compete anymore, would be able to compete in another contest. We came on stage very slowly to the podium, and there was so much applause that was taking place even before he began to pose. And when he did, the applause was thunderous. You know, I thought that the whole balcony was going to come down on me. He just took everything by storm and was the greatest applause I've ever heard in any contest.
I hunger to tell people these things. The other day I was driving from my home to work, and I saw this real heavy lady taking her son to school one morning. And I looked at the expression on her face, and she just was kind of almost hopeless. I could see it in her face. I said, man, if there's just some way I could tell this lady how easy it is to look and feel good. And I felt that passion surging me saying, I have got to get these secrets out to people. And I felt a real need to it.